Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Carter Walton may be taking his attraction to Hope Logan a bit too far. It seems that Carter is so determined to save Hope and her line that he is writing checks that he simply cannot cash. Steffy Forrester will clash over Carter's invite for Ivy Forrester and Electra Forrester to pitch a jewelry line without running it by her first. How will Steffy react? Carter is the COO of Forrester Creations and is usually very cautious when it comes to throwing money away. However, his recommendation to keep pouring money into Hope for the future seems to be a bit outlandish. The line is not making enough money to keep sinking more into it. Steffy believes it is time to pull the plug. Carter, however, is extremely hung up on Hope right now and feels he is in a position to help her. Unfortunately, Carter does not own the company and doesn't have final say. Now Carter has invited Eric Forrester's John McCook niece to pitch a jewelry line, which used to be Quinn Fuller, ex-Rena Sofer job. Steffy cannot believe he didn't consult her about this first. The last time Ivy was in town, she made it clear to Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, that she wanted him back. At the time, Liam had been trying to break up Steffy and John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin. Steffy doesn't want Ivy anywhere near Liam and told him as much. Of course, that didn't stop her from planting a kiss on him and telling him she wanted another chance. Steffy isn't exactly making good business decisions, either if Ivy and work with them, and Quinn is out of the picture. Is Steffy allowing her jealousy to cloud her judgment? Does Steffy just want Lion waiting in the sidelines just in case she and Finn have another issue, and she needs someone around to coddle her? Even Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., is becoming concerned about Carter's desire to keep putting money into Hope's line, and now he does this. What is Carter even thinking? Carter knows that he cannot be making deals like this without going through him and Steffy. After all, Carter is the CEO. This simply is not his call. Steffy and Carter will definitely have words over this. Will Ridge step in and offer his perspective too? Is Carter letting this job go to his head, or does he believe he can run the company better than what Ridge and Steffy are doing? Is Ridge going to allow Carter to get by with being so disrespectful of himself and Steffy? Carter Walton was a man who played by the rules, at least most of the time. The Forrester Creations COO was known for his sharp mind, loyalty, and charm. But recently, the lines between personal and professional life had started to blur, and today was one of those days. The morning sun shone through the sleek glass windows of Forrester's conference room. Carter adjusted his tie and took a deep breath. He knew what he was about to do was risky. Inviting Ivy Forrester and Electra Milano to pitch a jewelry line wasn't exactly on today's agenda. And, well, Eric and Ridge were going to be thrilled that Carter was stirring the pot, especially since they had firmly decided to streamline operations. But Carter saw potential. He believed in Ivy's understated elegance and Electra's bold designs. Together, they could disrupt the jewelry world under Forrester's brand. This was his chance to prove he had an eye for more than just contracts and legal matters. The backstory, old tensions, and new talent. Ivy Forrester was no stranger to Forrester Creations. She had worked in the jewelry division before but had left under complicated circumstances, family dynamics, creative clashes, and a romance that didn't exactly end well had driven her away to Australia. Now back in Los Angeles, Ivy was eager to make a name for herself again, if only she could get someone to listen. Electra Milano, on the other hand, was a wild card. A young avant-garde jewelry designer with a rebellious spirit, Electra had never worked for a high-fashion company before. She was known for her daring pieces, gold serpents entwined with diamonds, earrings shaped like lightning bolts, and for saying exactly what was on her mind. Ivy admired Electra's talent, but the two couldn't have been more different. Ivy's pieces were classic, delicate, and timeless, while Electra's were edgy and provocative. Could they find a way to collaborate? That remained to be seen. Carter leaned against the table and tapped his fingers impatiently. Ivy arrived first, gliding into the room with her usual grace. She wore a sleek black dress, her signature pearl necklace around her neck, and a folder tucked under her arm. Carter, she greeted with a warm smile. This better be worth it. It will be, Carter replied confidently. Thanks for coming, Ivy. Before Ivy could ask more questions, the door swung open, and in strolled Electra Milano. In contrast to Ivy's polished look, Electra wore leather pants, a metallic crop top, and half a dozen rings on each hand. Her platinum blonde hair was spiked upward, and her sharp green eyes scanned the room like a hawk. So, Electra said, flopping into a chair with zero formality, "What's this about?" Carter cleared his throat, suddenly questioning whether his idea had been wise. But it was too late to back out now. "Here's the deal," he said, pulling out a sleek Forrester-branded tablet. Forrester Creations is known for our haute couture and ready-to-wear lines. But I think there's room for something more, something that fuses classic beauty with bold, new ideas. That's where you two come in. Electra raised an eyebrow. "You want me to work with her?" she said, jerking her thumb toward Ivy. Ivy's smile tightened, charmed, as always, Electra. Carter sighed. "Look, I know you two have different styles, but that's exactly why this could work. Ivy brings the refinement. Electra brings the edge. If we create a jewelry collection that merges both, we'll offer something no one else in the market has." Ivy opened her folder, neatly laying out sketches of delicate bracelets, drop earrings, and minimalist pendants. "I was thinking we could build a collection around themes of elegance and simplicity," she began. "Pieces that evoke timeless sophistication." Electra let out a loud scoff. "Seriously? Elegance and simplicity? That's been done to death. What this company needs is shock. Jewelry that makes people say, 'Wow, I've never seen that before.'" "Shock doesn't sell to everyone," Ivy countered smoothly. "Not all customers want to look like they're in a rock band. And not everyone wants to look like they belong in a Jane Austen novel," Electra shot back. Carter stepped between them, raising his hands to keep things from escalating. Okay, let's not fight. That's not why we're here." He turned to Ivy. "What if we keep the core of your designs, but add Electra's edge through unexpected elements? Imagine a pearl necklace, but with tiny diamond skulls in between the pearls." Ivy tilted her head, considering the idea. "That could work," she admitted reluctantly. Electra grinned. "Now you're speaking my language." Just as things were starting to come together, the door swung open, and in walked Ridge Forrester, the co-CEO of Forrester Creations. His piercing eyes scanned the room, and Carter knew instantly that Ridge wasn't pleased. "What's going on here?" Ridge demanded, folding his arms across his chest. Carter tried to keep his tone light. "Ivy and Electra are pitching a new jewelry line. I thought it could bring some fresh energy to the company." Ridge's jaw tightened. "Carter, we've talked about this. We're scaling back, focusing on the core business. We don't need more side projects." Electra, never one to back down, smirked. "What's the matter, Ridge? Afraid a little creativity might shake things up?" Ridge shot her a sharp look, but she didn't flinch. Ivy, sensing things were getting out of hand, stepped in. "Ridge, I know this wasn't in the plan, but we've got something special here. If you just give us a chance." "Ivy," Ridge interrupted, his voice calm but firm. "This isn't the right time." Carter knew he was towing a dangerous line, but he wasn't ready to let this opportunity slip away. "Ridge," he said, stepping forward, "I know this isn't what we discussed, but I see potential here. The fashion world is changing. People want more than just clothes. They want pieces that tell a story. And Ivy and Electra can give us that." For a moment, there was silence. Ridge studied Carter, weighing his words carefully. "You've got guts, Carter. I'll give you that," Ridge said finally. "But guts aren't enough. We have to be smart." Before Ridge could say more, Eric Forrester, the patriarch of the family, appeared in the doorway, having overheard the conversation. "What's going on here?" Eric asked, looking between Ridge, Carter, Ivy, and Electra. Ridge sighed. "Carter's pushing for a new jewelry line, one that wasn't part of the plan." Eric glanced at Ivy and Electra, then back at Carter. "You believe in this, Carter?" Carter met Eric's gaze without hesitation. "I do." After a long pause, Eric nodded slowly. "All right, let's hear the pitch." With Eric's unexpected support, the room shifted, Ivy and Electra exchanged a glance, one that was equal parts surprise and determination. They had a chance now, and neither of them intended to waste it. Carter stepped back, relief washing over him. He had taken a risk, one that could have easily backfired. But for now, it seemed the gamble was paying off. As Ivy and Electra began presenting their ideas to Eric, Carter allowed himself a small smile. He wasn't just the guy behind the scenes anymore. Today he had stepped out of his comfort zone. And for better or worse, he had made his mark. And with Ivy's elegance and Electra's boldness leading the way, who knew? Forrester Creations might just be about to launch its most unforgettable jewelry line yet.